This video is sponsored by Studio Bebop and YuGeoPrices.com for all your pricing needs. Now available on the App Store. For more information, check the description below. What's up guys, this is Linthio coming at you with a card discussion about a card that's been on the radar of some, the Yu-Gi-Oh community for the past couple of days, and everyone's kind of going berserk over it, saying like this is the next best thing, next best thing since sliced bread. And I just want to do a bit of a discussion on it and just kind of give my opinions on how I think this card is. And yeah, that's basically it. So, the card is called Riding Together. It is going to be in the next set. And it is a quick play spell card, and its effect reads as follows. Each time your opponent adds a card from the deck or graveyard to their hand this turn, except by drawing, immediately draw one card. You can only activate one Riding Together per turn. Now, on paper, this card seems amazing, back in the previous format, with when Judgment, Spellbook Judgment was running around, playing this card against them or playing the card, with Prophecies is just crazy. Like, main decking this card in Prophecies would be amazing because it's a spell card that goes towards Judgment as well. So it's, on paper this seems like a really good card, but that was then. That was last format when Judgment was running around, was just wreaking havoc. And I wonder if this card has come too late, because I honestly don't think you're going to get, when you play this card, I honestly don't think you're going to plus, unless your opponent is an idiot. Because basically all I think this card is going to do is just stop your opponent dead in their tracks, because they're not going to want to carry on, letting you draw cards. It's kind of like the Maxi challenge, but with less, with more risk. Because, take for example Spellbooks. They summon, with Spellbooks it's very obvious. They go Secrets, they go Magician, Magician searches the Master, they go Secrets, and blah 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 blah. If they activate Secrets, and then you chain Riding Together, it's very unlikely that they're going to actually carry on doing all their herpaderp stuff, because it's not in their best interest to do so. Mainly because they're not going to kill you that turn. If they're just carrying on with the motions and they can't kill you, well, what's the point in letting you draw 3 to 4 cards, and then you're just gonna destroy them next turn? You're giving your opponent too much advantage if you do try and play through Riding Together. You could call it the Riding Challenge, but it sounds a little bit weird. So I just don't think this card is as good as people are making it out to be. Now, this might just be hype. There's a lot of hype around a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I think that's all it is. I'm not discrediting the card. I think it is a good card. I definitely think it is possible side deck material, and it's clearly going to be a secret when it comes out, let's face it. But I do think it is a good card, but I don't think it is as good as people are making it out to be. Excuse me. As I said, if it was around last format, it'd be a staple, just because it would go against, Spellbooks, and you could stop them dead in their tracks. You could just absolutely destroy them. And I don't like. On the other hand, I don't think it's anything like Maxi, because Maxi is, well, it could be considered like Maxi, because Maxi also does basically stop your opponent or they try and push through. But the difference is, if you do take the Maxi challenge, you're going for game. You're really pushing through and going for game. With adding cards to your hand, I really don't think you can actually go for game. Like, Prophecy can't really go for game that often by doing all that crazy searching. That's just my opinion. I have played the deck, and I don't think you can do that. And also, the reason why I don't think it's as good, staple cards like Rota, or you can, the Bujins, anything like that. I think you're gonna kind of cancel yourself out. Someone plays like Rota, or with the Bujins, like they summon Yamato, you go Riding Together, you're only gonna get one card, you're only gonna get one draw, and all you do is equal out, and it doesn't give you like a significant amount of advantage to sacrifice 1, 2, or 3 slots to play this card, in my opinion. So I think it's good. I think it is a side deck card, and no more, unless the format, you know, a new archetype or a new card comes out that makes a ridiculous amount of drawing, a ridiculous amount of adding cards from the deck or from the graveyard to the hand. Unless something like that happens, like a mass deck that, like basically a different version of Prophecy, unless that happens again, I don't think it's going to be that good. Because, let's face it, dragons aren't going to be around for very long, and that's the only other deck currently, I think, that this card can really be used against. But dragons can happily stop. You play Riding Together when they're trying to do something, you might get a draw, and then they'll happily stop and not do anything, and just kind of sit there because, you know, they can. That's how the deck works. But I want to know what you guys think of this card. The artwork's pretty cool. I think it's Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity, and Sangan. We still don't know what the lizards are in the background. I hope that is an actual card coming out at some point, because that would be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's it. Tell me what you guys think of the card, if you agree or disagree with me, and if it's the next big thing or it's just the next big flop. Right, cheers guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.